Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Today, we got a lot of news to talk about, and the first thing that we got to get into, at least talk about, is Elizabeth Warren's anti-crypto bill that she has proposed. We're going to talk a little bit about Elizabeth Warren because she's certainly in everybody's mind today, as she is really the number one enemy to crypto out there in the U.S. government right now, next to Gary Gensler probably, but even Gary's probably going to approve the Spot Bitcoin ETF for this crypto market, and who knows, maybe even an Ethereum or a Solana ETF in the future. We'll see about that. I don't know about that, but there are rumors going around. Things are pretty exciting in the space, and Bitcoin has been doing really very, very well as of late, and some interesting stories are coming out that are shedding a fearful light on Bitcoin at a time where things are just so darn exciting. A lot of things are happening. A mint for a crypto.com NFT sold out overnight. There's more phases to this mint coming up. We'll be talking about what I'm doing with that here. We'll talk about some altcoins, obviously, that people are peeking at. Avalanche has been doing pretty well. We'll talk a little bit about my thoughts on Avalanche today. And some of these other big stories. Coinbase is making some big moves and showing a very strong stock right now. Even with the Bitcoin pullback, Coinbase is holding strong, and we'll take a peek at that, guys. So buckle up. Enjoy the morning, guys. Hello. Welcome, Shy Sox fan. Welcome, Cryo. CZ. I got CZ in the chat. Good morning, CZ. I thought you were being kept in the USA off mobile devices, CZ. Welcome. Glad for you to join us. We do have a very active chat here on this channel. We do a Q&A throughout this video, so if you are new to the channel, welcome. Let's get into the stories and take a sip of this coffee. That's good stuff. Okay, so Bitcoin is at $41,100 today. We were up to about $44,000 and change just a couple short days ago. And the fear good index is all the way up to 80, which has slipped down to 74. Bitcoin dominance falls below 52% here over the last couple days as well. And altcoins, some altcoins are absolutely crushing it. KuCoin token is crushing it, even though they just got a huge multi-million-dollar fine from the state of New York for launching the crypto trading services without proper licensing. Tokens pumping. Exchange tokens, at least for the good exchanges, can be very, very lucrative. We talk a lot about crypto.com on this channel, but there's going to be a lot of great exchange tokens out there in this cycle, and really just a lot of great altcoins. As you can see over the last 7 days, look at all these gainers, guys. Let's look at the last 7 days and see BitTorrent, Helium, Avalanche has been killing it lately. Bonk has been doing very, very well and was really holding up during this little retracement for Bitcoin very, very well, along with some gaming tokens like Beam, Immutable X, some other ones out there that people have been taking a peek at. A lot of great things going on in the crypto space, all things considered. We're going to talk about this Google story as well that's popping up right there here in a minute. But looking at the chart for CrowCoin, I do think that we might have seen not only Crow, but a lot of altcoins potentially find their bottom. Fortunately for Crow, might have taken a bounce here off 10 cents. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. Of course, we're going to need to see Bitcoin continue its upward momentum, which really this morning was doing pretty well. But now, as of the last couple hours or so, we're kind of trying to trickle back down and might even be bouncing off $40,000 again. And this V-shaped recovery that we were talking about potentially and hoping to see yesterday is looking less likely to play out. So if Bitcoin continues to tumble, your favorite altcoins might tumble as well, with the exception of some of these outliers, guys, because there are some outliers right now, and that's really exciting to see. Now, what does this tell me about the temperature of the crypto market? Well, you can look right here and see people are excited. People are greedy. People are looking to buy altcoins to get rich because they think a bull market's coming, and it certainly is. Now, there is an anti-crypto bill that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. I'm going to get through some of these stories and talk about what this means for the space in crypto and where Elizabeth Warren's coming from here, and it's really not from a very good place. Smash up the like button if you dislike her crypto policies. So, you know, guys, a lot of tokens are moving. Ordinals trying to get a little bit of move back up. I am holding ordinals I'm going to do a video later today talking about crypto.com's exchange and the spread that they kind of have an issue with, because I'm holding some ordinals. I was looking at trading a little bit of it and didn't pull the trigger yesterday because I don't like the way they're doing business in the app. And yeah, I'm being honest with you guys on that. I love this exchange, but it's not their fault. The app is not the full capabilities of trading like the exchange. We don't have access to the exchange in the USA. If you're in Europe, you probably get to enjoy it. I think in Europe, probably a lot of variety of countries across the globe are going to get to use that, not the USA. But again, that goes kind of back to Elizabeth Warren or Crypto Bill, the Gary Gensler and the SEC cronies kind of stopping crypto, trying to stop crypto, trying to hold it back. But there's going to be a lot of great altcoin plays. We'll come back to some altcoins here in a little bit, but I am definitely bullish on this overall market. Let's look at the overall crypto market cap, by the way. Hopefully looking for a bounce off this $1.5 trillion market cap on this the big weekly candle retracement. And again, some altcoins are rallying, some altcoins are not. Bitcoin is certainly retracing a little bit. We're trying to find a bottom here. I'd like to see it. No guarantees on it. We've had a really, really nice couple of months, which we'll look at here in a second. But yesterday, we kind of slipped down. We had $455 million in longs liquidated yesterday. And then things are very calm today. Everybody's like, whoa, shouldn't have done that leverage trade. I'm going to just take a little break from the leverage trade. People are like realized yesterday when they got liquidated likely that like, I'm going to pull off that leverage idea here for a little bit. It's a little too scary right now because Bitcoin is pumped. If you don't think this is scary, and what I'm talking about is this. Let me go to the data. I'll go to Bitcoin percentage returns, and I'll say September was up 3%. October is up 28%. November is up 8%. December is up 10% so far. You've got to be scared about a red month coming. And I think people are finally starting to realize as Bitcoin slipped from 44 to 42, which is not a big deal at all, that, oh yeah, this thing's volatile. It's not just going to go straight up. Well, duh. Well, duh. Now, trading can be a fantastic tool, guys. Of course, you don't want to get, wrecked by some terrible spreads on a not ideal app to trade on, and you don't want to get leverage trade. You don't want to get liquidated when you're leverage trading. So use very low leverage. It's really only for experienced traders. We do have referral bonus sign up if you sign up for Femex and you're interested, but right now, it seems like people are kind of taking their foot off the gas when it comes to leverage trading. Inevitably, it'll heat up again. But just look at this story right here. Bitcoin steadies near $42,000 after token's worst stretch since August. Now, we just looked. September, October, November, December. Now, 4 months in the English language would be considered a stretch. That's a good stretch of time. 4 months. Is a month a good stretch of time? Well, 30 days might be a good stretch of time, but is 2 days a good stretch of time? Because what I'm getting at is, this is the dumbest article I've read in a while. Bitcoin steadies near $42,000 after token's worst stretch since August. The worst stretch. Have you ever considered 2 days a stretch of time? They're trying to make it seem like crypto's, it's all doom and gloom, right? Clickbait, worst stretch, it's over. Guys, Bitcoin's up 200% on the year. It's up 1,000% over the last 5 years. Worst stretch. It's on an incredible stretch. This is stupid, and it made me chuckle, and I thought I'd share that with you. Big Will, good morning. Magic Gaming TV, good to see you. Beam has been doing very well. We got CZ in the chat. CZ himself is in the chat, being detained in the U.S., waiting to attend trial. Benny Blue Eyes, good morning. Cryogenics, good morning. Aaron, good morning. And of course, Fetal. Good morning, Fetal. Yes. Blessings from John. Thank you. Blessings to you, John. Now, despite this horrible stretch for Bitcoin, this terrible, tragic crash for the crypto market, basically went to zero in the last 2 days. Just kidding. Coinbase is doing very well. Now, Bitcoin slipped from 44,000 down to 40K took a bounce, a 4K bounce. That's a big dip. It's a decent dip. It's not like a huge dip, but it's a Bitcoin-like dip. That's what crypto does. It's very volatile. And if you're new to the space, welcome to the space. Bitcoin does explode upwards, but it also rips a rug out from under you. And it's something we've been warning about, guys. I still think that this is nothing. This was nothing. This pullback was nothing compared to what we might see at some point before a full-fledged bull market occurs. Maybe happens in Q1. Maybe not, because the Spot Bitcoin ETF could launch. We could get parabolic. Maybe we retrace after the parabolic pump from the Q1 news of the Spot Bitcoin ETF being launched. Maybe there's a retracement after that pump. We'll see. But despite Bitcoin's little drop over the last couple days, Coinbase is doing very, very well. This stock is up again today. Look at the last month. Moving up, trending up. Not even worried about the Bitcoin retracement. Coinbase has massive holdings of crypto. This company is going to do well just on those crypto bags alone. They're going to be a very profitable company just because they hold crypto. Not to mention all the trading fees they're going to collect. Not to mention that they're going to be the custodian for the BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF and a variety of other firms that are launching these ETFs. Do not miss this Coinbase rally. I'm telling you, it's coming. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy it, but if you're not even acknowledging that it's going to happen or watching for it, you're going to miss out, I think. I mean, this thing is poised to explode. It launched at about $400. We're at $140. Still got about a 3x to highs, and I think we're going to get this thing. It's at a $33 billion market cap. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coinbase hit $1 trillion market cap. That's a little crazy sounding, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially if the overall crypto market achieves, a $10-20 trillion market cap, which I'm thinking we're going to land between a $10 and $20 trillion market cap at some point in this bull cycle. But that's just me. That's just me. And Robinhood is doing very well as well. Hood is up. I think Hood is going to do well for a lot of the same reasons. Robinhood is very much in the crypto space. Very excited to kind of see how that one plays out as well. Now, Coinbase, aside from all the beautiful holdings they have, and they're the Bitcoin ETF custodian for virtually everybody out there that's getting into the game, Coinbase is also now going to bring traditional FI assets on-chain with the new platform built on Base under Abu Dhabi regulator oversight. Project Diamond lets institutions create and trade digital native versions of financial instruments, such as debt, using Base in a regulated manner. Now, this is awesome, guys. This is awesome. But I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because as a U.S. citizen, there is not a great place for you to trade crypto, really, a great place for you to trade crypto without a VPN. Why? We're going to launch a Bitcoin ETF. Coinbase is going to offer these awesome tools for institutional investors. Crypto.com launched their institutional U.S. exchange, and then they were going to roll it out to the rest of us, and I put out a tweet on that earlier yesterday. It got a lot of traction because a lot of people are sharing in this frustration. And that's not on Coinbase, that's on the U.S. And we got to get our act together. But it's tough to do because we are getting battled. For example, Google prepares for potential Bitcoin ETFs by easing crypto ad rules. Now, they're finally going to lighten up their laws and rules against crypto advertising. They were cracked down on crypto, and they're going to lighten that. So this is a step in the right direction. But again, we're coming out of a dark place, and it's going to take us a while for the U.S. to kind of get with the program. And certainly, there's going to be a lot of projects that explode in the meantime, and a lot of excitement is going to continue to come to the space. Now, Avalanche has done a really, really good job in the last 2 days as Bitcoin's been falling. Avalanche has been pumping up. You can see there's new investors coming into this space. There's people looking for the next technological advancement. People are looking for the next Ethereum, which is why Solana pumped. Well, now Solana is kind of settling down for now. I think it's still got a lot of upside ahead of it. Avalanche is kind of stealing the show. Google's going to launch their ads for the Bitcoin ETF. Things are looking up, guys. And honestly, apart from Solana and Avalanche, which are two great plays, and I'm looking to acquire some of both of these tokens, and really looking at Optimism, Polygon, Arbitrum, all these chains, guys. And by the way, Base just flipped Cronos. Cronos just flipped to rank number 11. We need to get more total value locked up in the Cronos ecosystem in order for this chain to compete. I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin's network flip it soon. I would be surprised to see Gnosis flip it. Cronos really needs to get some more TVL locked up, which will likely come at some point here in this bull cycle. This is a newer chain. It was launched in November of 2021 in the bear cycle, but all these chains have their own tokens associated with them. I think all these tokens are going to do very, very well in this next bull cycle. It's going to be very interesting to watch, guys. Bitcoin, how is Bitcoin in here, you might wonder? Well, Bitcoin is launching their own DeFi. I'm looking at this program called Alex Labs. It's the first decentralized exchange on Bitcoin. I think it's going to be huge, and I wouldn't be surprised to, at one point, see Bitcoin at the top of this list. I know that's a little bit crazy to say, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it because Bitcoin is the #1 crypto out there, and I think that the DeFi protocols in Bitcoin might just get bigger than everything else. Is it the most efficient? Is it the quickest? No, but it is the biggest network, and I think there's some volume coming to it. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. But there's no doubt there is a struggle with exchanges here launching in the U.S. Despite all these exciting things, crypto exchange KuCoin is to shut down in New York, pay $22 million, and we already saw KuCoin token is pumping regardless because it's not all about the USA. But if you're a U.S. citizen, you're probably very frustrated, and you probably got more frustrated overnight. Now, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren introduced a new bull. Look at that angry face right there. She does look angry. She introduces a bill to crack down on Bitcoin and crypto. And here you go. Just in, boom, there's the bill. She wants to call this thing the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act, and she basically wants to tie it into the banking committee, Well, the thing is this isn't banking. This is Bitcoin, and I'm banking with Bitcoin. I'm not banking with the banks and you, Senator Elizabeth Warren. Besides, if you're scared about this, don't be, guys, because truth is, reminder, Elizabeth Warren has introduced 305 bills in Congress, and none have become law. That's pretty funny. Maybe because it's obvious that she's a con artist and she's bought and paid for. How could I say something like that? How could you say something like that? Her net worth is $67 million. And she makes $285,000 a year, which is actually way too much money. She shouldn't make this much, I think. She's got worth $67 million. How could she have a $285,000 salary and a monthly income of $400,000? How does that even make sense? It's because she's bought and paid for. She's bought and paid for by who? By all the people with money. The banks, the institutions, the people who she's writing these bills for. That's the answer. That's the answer. So she's a con artist. She's a crook. She's a crony. And she's in the Senate. And she's not one of one. She's one of dozens upon dozens. Okay? And it's not just a Democrat thing. She's a Democrat. It's a politician thing. Not just a Democrat thing. Let's be real. It's not to side with one or the other, but it's what we get in Washington. And it's part of the reason Crypto.com can't launch its U.S. exchange. It's part of the reason that, Google shied away from crypto ads in the first place. People are pushing back against crypto because it's a threat. Little news update for you guys. There is a mint that just occurred. I'm going to do a video on this mint later today for the loaded lions. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. I got a video coming out for that. Phase 2 is coming up, but I'm going to do an in-depth video for you guys later today, and it's going to include this tweet that I talked about earlier. So make sure you guys stay posted. But let's do a little Q&A. Let's look at what's going on right now out there and see how y'all are feeling in the space. Let's see what's going on. How we doing, folks? Dark Lord, the Dark Lord says Solana looks good. The Dark Lord. Good. Yeah, Solana does look good. I don't know what that was. That was like Hook. That was like Captain Hook from the movie Hook. I feel like that's what I just sounded like. Lay Bishop. Hey, Kip. What'd you miss? Well, you missed the whole stream. I mean, you missed the whole stream. No, I mean, guys, Bitcoin's dipping, looking for a retracement. Maybe not a V-shaped recovery. Maybe you're going to see some more downside, maybe. Crypto overall still bullish. Spot Bitcoin ETF maybe in January. Bring us back up. Maybe after that pump, maybe we have a little bit of a dump. Who knows? I'm buying the dip. I'm buying the dip if a dip comes. Mrs. Crypto Kip does not like the accents, but she really does. Mrs. Crypto Kip, by the way, good morning. That's my wife. She's in the chat. That kiss was for her, okay? That was her kiss, okay? Wait, we're doing kisses on stream here at the Crypto Report. That's what we're doing. Good morning to the UK. Good afternoon, maybe. That was my UK. That's terrible. Good afternoon to the UK. Dark Lord, appreciate you. Glad you enjoy the channel. Yeah, we're doing live streams every single weekday. At least one a day. And Cryo just asked the question of questions, and I'm embarrassed to say. Cryo says, Kip, did you get any Dark Lions? Many are angry because they didn't. I didn't get any Dark Lions. But it's not because I didn't get in line fast enough. It's because I got a billion things going on, and I just totally forgot that I was allowed to mint last night. And I like did a video on it last night, and then I didn't mint one. But it's not too late. Now 5,000 of the 10,000 NFTs are gone. So I'll try to get one tonight with the second sale, but it's probably going to be harder. So we'll see. But I do think if you've got them, I'm happy for you, and we'll talk about the success of the mint later. But yeah, it's I think it's an easy 5 or 10x on those Dark Lions. I do want at least one. If you had a loaded line, you could mint up to, I think, 5 per loaded line, up to 20 in total, I think it was. And then later today, if you've got like a Cyber Cub or a Land Deed, I think you get in as well. And we've got some exciting news. I'll do my video later today is going to talk about crypto.com just increased their benefits and the rewards. That's really exciting. The benefits and the rewards are bumped up for crypto.com, and for you Loaded Lion lovers, guys, they actually pumped up the rewards for the Loaded Lion main city, main citizens. It's a weird term, but anybody that's got those Loaded Lions, you get extra perks in the crypto.com app now. John said, hey, Kip, you and Black Sea should do a show with a member as a special report when Crow hits $1. Volunteer. You know, John, we're going to get real crafty with this channel. As this thing grows and we get bigger, you know, it would be a lot of fun to play around with a lot of things. I was thinking about Mrs. Crypto Kip, if you're still listening. I was thinking about, you know, one day down the road, like getting like a weather girl, Mrs. Crypto Kip maybe, for the crypto charts. Like, and today, Bitcoin is up 10%. You know, except I don't think I want to do that. I'll keep my wife to myself. But I don't know. I thought it's a fun idea. We got a lot of ideas over here. We'll just see how it goes. But, you know, it's going to be a fun journey, guys. It's going to be a fun journey. And we'll get rich along the way. Big Will says, where do you recommend selling out crypto and to take profit with low fees? Big Will, you know, it's a good question. And honestly, I'm really frustrated right now with, you know, the spread on crypto.com. Now, Big Will, you're probably listening to me and hearing my frustration earlier with, I've got ordinals and I wanted to take some profit, and, you know, I just didn't, you know, because honestly, it's in the crypto.com app. And the problem is since it's not a very high volume token within the app, the spread is terrible. But I'm thinking that the answer is probably, at this point, Coinbase Pro. Probably Coinbase Pro. I'm going to set up a Coinbase Pro account. Now, I used to have a KuCoin. We can't access KuCoin anymore. You could use a VPN. You can use MEXC, but you got to use a VPN. And I don't love using a VPN. because I'm fearful that one day they're going to box me out despite the VPN, because they can still box you out. Even if you have a VPN, they can still figure out a way to box you out. So, I don't want to trade my ordinal. I have $10,000 worth of ordinals right now. Yesterday, if I wanted to sell it all, and I don't, but I wanted to sell some of it, but I just pretended, and I was like looking through to see what if I sold it all. My $10,000 in ordinals would have turned into $7,000 because of the spread. I would have lost $3,000 because I decided to trade. That's not okay. So where, a VPN with maxi maybe, a VPN with KuCoin maybe, Coinbase Pro, I'm going to start looking into this. We used to be able to use Bittrex. In previous bull cycles, guys, I had Bittrex. I had Binance. I had Poloniex. I had KuCoin. I had everything. MEXC. You could access it all. Now you can't access any of it. And part of the reason is because these exchanges can't come into the U.S. without getting sued by the SEC. It's really, really crummy. They really don't want us making money here in the U.S., it seems. They really don't. They're going to inflate our dollar, and they're going to box you out from these crypto exchanges, which is all the more reason to escape to Bitcoin, in my opinion. But, I'd be just looking at really any exchanges that I can. Crypto.com's exchange isn't launched in the U.S. yet. I'm very frustrated about it. I don't blame Crypto.com. I don't blame Crypto.com even for the spread. I think it's a volume thing. I think they need more people trading those assets within the app. And at this point, only people in the right mind that would do it are people in the US, and they shouldn't even do it. If you're trading tokens that aren't Bitcoin and Ethereum, and even those, you should be careful. If you're trading tokens here in the US on the Crypto.com app, you're making a huge mistake. You're losing money. You're losing money. Now, if you're just trying to buy and hold these assets all day long, Crypto.com's fine. It's fine. You can buy and hold in that app. It's great for it. It's easy. It's fantastic. I love the Crypto.com app. I'm not a Crypto.com bear. I'm a bull. I've got a lot of Crypto.com tokens, and I think they will launch this exchange in the U.S. when the U.S. can figure themselves out. But the spread is terrible, and they got a lot of work to do. Michael Parker, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. I'm going to read this out loud. Elizabeth Warren is a dried-up prune that has been trying to ruin crypto for the longest time. She's already a millionaire and wants to prevent the rest of us from being financially independent. Heart. And I want to pin that. Can I pin that? Oh, it's pinned because it's a super chat. Michael Parker, thank you for your super chat and your passion behind your hatred for Elizabeth Warren, because I share in it, my friend. I share in it, my friend. I do. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. And that's why crypto is so exciting. You're getting boxed out of a lot of things here in the U.S. We are. That's just how it works. Government wants to keep control, guys. Government wants to keep control. Waldo Crypto says the DeFi laptop extension has better pricing than the CDC app. Yeah, great point. And to your point, Waldo, and in my response to who asked me the question, Big Will, in addition to my answer, Big Will, the Crypto.com DeFi app is fantastic for trading because it's DeFi. I should have mentioned this. If you want to trade, you can do it on Solana. It's really easy in DeFi. In DeFi, you're golden. You're golden. The problem is, for ordinals specifically, it's not in DeFi. It's not in DeFi. Now, I'm going to look tonight to see if it's on the Alex DeFi protocol. It might be, because I think, ordinals is a BRC20 token. It should be tradable within the DeFi app for Alex. And so I might be trading more on that, because they're not going to box me out from that DeFi application, I don't think. Unless it gets so big and it gets considered a exchange. It's DeFi, so I shouldn't get boxed out from that because it's a .io thing. But, DeFi is a fantastic place to do it. In fact, that's exactly where I will trade some of the tokens that are available in the Crypto.com DeFi app. I'll trade them all day in there. I will not trade them on the Crypto.com app. The DeFi app, I'll trade them on. The app, I will not. Solana's ecosystem, any of the decentralized exchanges in there, you're going to get fine trades. Ethereum, fees are high on Uniswap. You can swap them on Polygon. That's a pretty decent place to do it. that's kind of what you got to consider. What is considered a crow whale, asks Michael Parker. I think it's like a million crow. Crow will pass BNB. Let's go, Club Crow. Yeah, Club Crow. I'm with you. I would like to see that. I think it's possible. Glad you enjoyed the answer, Big Wheel. There's a lot of frustrations out there, but it's okay. We're going to make money regardless. We'll figure out a way, guys. We'll figure out a way. Use a VPN, find the exchange that makes it work, use decentralized protocols. DeFi is one of the best ways to do it, but sometimes not every single coin is available on DeFi, so it's a real thing. Michael, guys, Michael Parker, Michael Parker? You, my friend, are a champion. And I appreciate your super chat. Thank you so much. We're trying to cut down on the ads, and you know what? Super chats make it a little easier to swallow that pill. Dark Lord says, remember Uncle Sam hold over 200K BTC, and they're selling their BTC over the last years, but didn't they say the BTC are criminals? Yeah, well, the feds own a lot of Bitcoin, and CIA owns a lot of Bitcoin because they've acquired it off of getting it back from hackers in the dark web. And so, yeah, they're going to sell that because that's money, or more likely, they're probably holding it. They're probably holding it because they know that Bitcoin's valuable. Those intelligence agencies, better than anybody else, know the value of Bitcoin. That's why everybody's so scared of it, and they're trying to crush it. But the truth is they can't. And the truth is Elizabeth Warren's introduced 300 bills, none of which have gotten passed because she's an idiot. And I hate her. Sorry. Michael, you got me going. Again, it's nothing to do with political leanings and party allegiance. It's the opinion of crypto. It's dumb. And also, if you look at her history with banks, she says she's holding the banks accountable. She's in bed with the banks. She's always been in bed with the banks. She says that she's doing this, but in reality, she's doing the other thing. That's always how it's been. Do you think ETFs could be delayed? Waldo, absolutely. 100% the ETFs could be delayed. Do I think they will? I'll give it a 50-50. Some people are saying it's a 90% chance that January the ETF. Look, if they don't launch the ETF in January, I'm not going to be surprised at all. And if they don't launch the ETF in January, I wouldn't be surprised to see a big dip in crypto either. Look out for it, guys. Let's see what else is going on. John 3:16 is giving blessings to the wife. Thanks, John. Appreciate you, man. Let's see what else is going on. How you guys feeling out there? What are the coins you're looking at? What are we peeking at today? What are you on at the... COD Killer says, been watching your channel. Love the content. Crowed to 40 cents by April. I'd love to see that. COD Killer. Top of the morning to you. Don't know why I said that, but I appreciate you. And I do. I really do appreciate you. Waldo, one of the members, loyal. You guys ready for this bull market? Are you guys feeling it? Are you feeling it in the air? Even if the ETF isn't approved, it doesn't matter. Bitcoin halving, guys. Put away everything else. The crypto bills, the ETFs. It's a Bitcoin halving. It's a supply shock event. Bitcoin's getting more scarce. Bullish. Lee asks me, what's your take on gaming tokens? Harmony One, Gala. Bullish. Yeah, bullish. Yeah, I'm bullish. I am. Because gaming is a thing right now. In the last bull cycle, okay, so in the 2021 bull cycle, NFTs were hot. Now, NFTs are doing well again, and I think they're here to stay. But they were new, and I'm bullish on gaming because the gaming tokens are kind of have this new energy. NFTs and metaverse were bullish in the last bull cycle, and now I think gaming is bullish. So, there you go. Yeah, guys, I'm bullish. Very bullish. And I'll tell you, I'm going to say that probably a lot of you guys in this chat, you got a good chance of making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. I bet you maybe 10 of you could be a millionaire. I bet you've been here throughout the bear market. I know you guys have been buying. If you had the income to buy the bags, there's no reason you couldn't have a chance at $500,000 or $1 million, in my opinion, in this bull cycle, because it hasn't even begun. It's here. It started, but it hasn't even begun. I'm clowning around, guys. I had a little extra coffee. I'm clowning around. Just having some fun. But no, I mean, look, guys, it's a very serious time. We are waiting on a spot ETF to get announced. It may not, but I'm not worried about it. I'm bullish. And I'm going to accumulate some BRC20 tokens. I'm going to accumulate some gaming coins for sure. Got some big time. That's one of the tokens I have. I'll get some Gala. I'll get some Gala. I might scoop up some Gods Unchained. That's a name I've seen a lot. I might get some of these other ones that are kind of hot and new, just because these market caps are going to be low. And I'll keep you guys posted on my plays. And I'm thinking about starting a new portfolio that I basically just share with you guys here. Maybe I'll do that if I set up a Coinbase Pro account. We'll see. And just start DCAing in the new year. I think it could be a lot of fun. Michael Parker with a second super chat. My brother, you are too generous, my friend. Stop it. Actually, don't. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. But I'm going to read this out loud. Holding the banks accountable when you're a millionaire is like saying you're holding the pharmaceutical companies accountable when you own 1/3 of all the Rite Aid stores. That math doesn't add up. Yeah. And also, Michael, do you guys remember when 1/3 of Congress was bribed? Do you think Elizabeth Warren was bribed? Do you think senators were bribed too? Because I do. Bribes happen, guys. And Michael Parker, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Let's see here. Sometimes, guys, if you're hanging out in the chat, and by the way, if you want to become a member on the channel, guys, we do giveaways for our members. That's coming up. When we reach 100 members, we got some big giveaways coming. We're excited for that. Just to kind of give back to the community. But the real purpose of the membership is a couple things. Michael Parker, I'm surprised you're not a member. You're throwing these super chats, and I love the support. But I'm surprised you're not a member because it's like $5 a month. You just paid for 4 months of super chats, essentially. And you get access to our private Discord where we can talk in a private Discord. Black Sea, myself, and all those colorful names you see in the chat. We're just talking about what's going on in the space and kind of building that up as this bull cycle continues. It's going to be a really great group to kind of talk with throughout this bull cycle. If you want to become a part of that, just join as a member if you guys are interested in that. I wanted to make sure I made you aware of that. Let's see here. What do we got? Thank you very much, though, Michael. Appreciate that. Lay says, I'm about to drop about $100 or 100 euros on Harmony, just waiting an hour. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of great coins out there, DCAing into your favorite projects. If you did the research and you feel good, the DCAing strategy is the way to be. A lot of gaming coins are hyped up right now. It's going to be an interesting time, folks. All right, guys, that is all that I got in this one. You know, don't worry about this bill. It's really just media attention seeking from Elizabeth Warren. You got anti-crypto politicians, you got pro-crypto politicians, and that's going to be an ongoing battle we're going to have to watch play out. But really, oh, there you go. Benny Blue Eyes has been a crypto reporter for almost a year. He says, thank you for all your guidance, hopium, honesty, and transparency. Keep up the great work. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you, Benny Blue Eyes. One of our OG members, I think Slay Maven is our first member. And Benny, I think you were like our second member, I want to say. Tej, and I'm trying to think of who else was back in the original times when we launched these memberships. But we're having a lot of fun, guys, as a community. Having a lot of fun investing in crypto, making money. Let's do it together, guys. Cod Killer says we are all still early. millionaires in the loading. Absolutely. And Lay wants to see Black C's face reveal. I know. We're building it up. Sushi Satoshi, good to see you, brother. Good morning. Maybe this is Elizabeth Warren's way of saying, I want to be bribed again. I can't. But I agree. I gotta go. Guys. Sushi, thank you for the rice recipe. I gotta respond to you, by the way. Sushi Satoshi, thank you very much. That's all I got in this one, guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, members especially. Michael Parker, thank you for your generosity. That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more crypto content. And as always, don't forget, guys, to DCA, HODL, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got more videos always later today. I'll see you next time.